Okay, I got my phone plugged in and charging. All right, so where was I before I was so crudely interrupted? Thinning down with the bopper. Yeah, I'm reaching the end already as to my ability or my desire to thin with the bopper. I'm gonna switch over. Yes. Anytime now. I probably should try without the glove. The glove sometimes gets in the way when the piece is kind of small. Yeah. There we go. So nice. It's a whole different ball game with Obsidian or Dacite. Okay, I can thin the rest of this with percussion, indirect percussion. Should I use the steel? No? In that case, I will use it. If you don't want me to, I will use it. No, but steel is not good for Obsidian. Maybe for you it's not good. Speak for yourself. Yeah. I like using it. For everything. Yep. Now, does it have lots of advantages to use steel? No. It does not have advantages, especially over copper. It does not have any advantages, except for the lack of maintenance. I don't have to sharpen the steel very often or mess with it. As far as flaking, it slips and slides on the platform, so it's not that great as far as predictability. But it does remove flakes. Yeah. And it doesn't have to break the workpiece. It does chip without crushing the edge. In many cases, as long as the edge is dull enough. Now I'm using the sharper end of the steel instead of the more rounded end. I'm using the sharper one, mainly because this is a small workpiece. Here I go grinding the tip of the steel when I said there's not much maintenance. Well, it doesn't take very long. If I do have to grind it, it doesn't take that long. I'm just trying to make it smooth. You know, get rid of the lumps on the tip there or any embedded stone. It's all it needs. How thin can I go with the Obsidian? I can go pretty thin as long as I'm careful. Yeah. I've got to adjust my technique a little bit since I'm out of practice with Obsidian. I don't want to hit too hard, so I'm kind of holding back. I should use the file. Yes, yes. This makes quick work of the edges. Oh, yes. Okay. Very nice. So what do I talk about? I don't know. I don't know. I gotta pay attention. You know, when I'm making an adjustment to new material, I cannot be goofing around too much. These flakes sneak up on me too. It's thin enough for me to finish it out with pressure, right? But I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue with the percussion until I can't do the percussion anymore. When I start getting lots of step fractures or blown out edges or issues, I'll stop using the percussion. Can you see where the flakes are being removed? It's kind of hard on this black or nearly black obsidian. Can you tell how hard I'm not hitting it? No? I'm not hitting it very hard. At all. It's a whole different ball game. Yes, that's what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, I'm reaching the limit of my percussion ability. The rest can be done with pressure. Yes, yes. No. If I want big long flakes, especially the wide ones, I'm going to need to use percussion again. So if I encounter an area where I need to use percussion for a big wide flake, I'll take it. But I'm going to switch to pressure. Yeah. I got a flake in my finger somewhere in there. Okay. I'm going to use the sharper tipped pressure flaker than I normally use. Let me get the light closer. Yeah. Is that better? Oh yeah, it's better for me. Yes. I don't know for you. No? That's okay. You'll get over it. So I'll just get rid of the major dull spots first. Do some regular flaking, just preliminary stuff. You probably cannot see what's going on. So yeah, it's the pressure flaking stage. If you can't see what's going on, I forgive you. You can go look at something else or make a sandwich or whatever. Come back in a little bit. This part is pretty easy. The hardest part is for me to see the surface. That's the hardest part. Because if I can't see the surface, I don't know if I'm doing step fractures or good flakes. I just gotta kind of guess. I gotta watch that I don't crush the edge. Oh yeah, that file is so nice. How did I ever do without it? I was making lots of doo-doo with what I got. Without the file. It flakes so easily. I gotta be careful. Oh, that one hit me in the face. The flakes bounce up, and yeah, if I'm smart, I use a pad with a hole in it so that the flakes go down the hole and not bounce up into my face. But that's only if I'm being smart. I haven't made one of those pads in a long time. The other pad I had broke. I broke it because I was probably trying to knap something too hard on it. Material that was too hard. I don't know how I broke it. don't remember. Okay. I just gotta make sure I don't make a big step fracture mistake. The garage door is open, so now we can hear the neighborhood. Yep. Just like old times. You can tell by the red tripod that I'm in my friend's garage and not at home. At home I have the black tripod for the lighting. All right, let's see. What is it? I have to be very careful. Yeah. Here goes. Let's see. Not like that. It's hard for me to see if I'm step fracturing it or not. I think I am a little bit. Let's see. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I want to get that step fracture out of there, but I don't want to install any more. There's one here. I'm going to try to press off some flakes to see if I can clean that up. The other side's pretty clean, except for that step fracture right there. I'll send in a flake here in a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm filing it flat, but I should be rounding it or favoring one side by an angle, like 60 degrees angle. Should be, but it works almost as good if you just grind it flat. All right. Did it do it? It kind of did it. Yeah, I'm not pushing in very hard. Mainly because I don't want to push too hard. I'll take too much of the edge away. I'll get a ring crack. That's good enough. All right. Is it 30 minutes yet? So now the step fracture on the other side. This is just for looks. It doesn't really matter. We shall see. Did it do it? Good enough? I think that's good enough. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more. Still a little lumpy. Okay. I didn't go quite far enough, but that's all right. I'm not going to push my luck. So when am I going to start notching it? Very, very soon. Oh, yes. I still feel like I got a cold or a flu or something. This is probably the flu because a cold usually doesn't last more than a few days. This has already lasted me a week. I still feel a little bit yucky. Yeah, putting too much pressure on it. Yeah, I installed a curve. Dang it. Someone sneaking by. Who is it? Someone snuck by. Yeah, if you're in the video, it's 7 years of bad luck. I gotta take that slight curve out. Well, I don't have to. I'm going to try. Yeah, I lost a little bit of the tip. So let me do this over again here. Let's take down this side just a little bit. And then I'm going to send a couple flakes to make it less curved. Because there's a lumpy spot right there. I'll get rid of that, hopefully with a percussion strike. I'm just being really picky. So hold on. I don't need to be this picky. Come on. Did it do it? When it gets down to the nitty-gritty, is it going to actually do it? No? Kind of did it that time. Are we on a wild goose chase? I think we're on a wild goose chase. Chasing the flat. Yeah, when it gets down to the nitty gritty, all conditions need to be perfect or it's not going to look perfect. No. It's not going to let me get away with taking shortcuts. So I'm going to leave in the little steppy areas. I don't care. Yeah, there's little steppy areas, but it's flat enough. Yep. Okay. So now I got to figure out what I'm going to make. Get some symmetry. Okay. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna work on the edge a little bit. Can't see. I can't see what it's doing. If you want to nap back there, you can nap. If you want to make noise and stuff. Okay. Yeah. Is everybody lost? Can you see what I'm doing? The background is not that great for this dark obsidian. Okay. I'm going to start putting in the notches. I've already taken off the dull areas. Most of the dull areas from the edge.
Yes, sir. Backwards is safety, forward is fire. Okay, good luck.
Okay, so I made the base a little bit more regular, so now I'll start notching. Alrighty. Is it going to be narrow entry, really complicated stuff? Nope. Sorry. Nothing complicated. I'm going to be using the nacho, so I got to thin that down too. Should I use this one? I got several now. I need to make sure I don't use the good one for this next operation. I got to thin this way down. I forgot to do it off camera. Yeah, if this is too thick, it's too aggressive. I was using this on Obsidian the other day, just trying it out. It's highly aggressive, so it's got to be thin, so it doesn't blast away too much at once. Yeah, quite thin. Okay. All right, let's see. So if I run into a problem, I'll use the notch-o-matic. But to start these notches, I'm just going to crunch them in. And as it starts getting really thick, I'll use the notch-o-matic. All right. The main issue with this is being able to see. That's the main problem. Believe it or not, that's the main problem here. I've got shadows, black shadows with black obsidian, or black dacite. So I just started with the pressure flaker. Okay. Alrighty, let's start. Oh, hold on. I want to make sure this edge is straight. Or straighter. Yeah. Why? Because I have a little image in my head of what I want this arrowhead to look like. Okay. So I'll cheat and use the file a lot. How's that? Is it good? It's good. You don't have to use it a whole lot, but it just makes things a lot more smooth. Yeah, hopefully. And this is going to be very delicate work, because it does blow away a lot of material. So I'll start very gently, and then if I need to, I'll increase the pressure or increase the spring tension. I don't know why I said pressure. Now I'll pull back more if I need to, but I don't need to do very much pulling on this spring. It moves, it's slick, and it moves. The main problem I have is that it's moving around. There it goes. So it's going to be a bunch of tedious work with the file back and forth. Notch-o-matic, and then the file, and then back and forth. Try not to take off flakes that are too big. Yeah. It's actually a lot easier if I crunch it in, but I'm going to use the Notch-o-matic to make the punch outs or the pop outs. But to do the cleanup, just regular pressure flaking. I noticed there was some chunky areas over here. I'm just going to clean out the notch for the next pop out. I don't know. I might have broken up the very tip of that. Let's see. Okay. That's the bigger one. This is, no? Yeah, this is the skinnier one. Okay. All right. Yeah, I noticed with Obsidian, you do need to be a little more vertical with the Obsidian than with chert. Chert, I can be at a good angle, almost at a 45, but with Obsidian, seems to pop out better with a higher angle. Yep. I'm not going to do the other one with the notch-o-matic. The other notch, I'm just going to crunch the other notch in because this is taking a long time. It is taking a long time, but it's pretty effortless. It's stressful, but there's not much effort. I'm not even sure if it's good for stalls. The notch-o-matic, I'm not even sure that it's good for removing the stalls. It's probably better that I just file down the stalls, yeah, instead of trying to power through them. Yeah. I can power through the stalls with pressure. That took off a lot. It went way up into the blade itself. Yeah. This exploding arrowhead. Alrighty, cool. What did I do? Okay. Okay, so I'll just repair it. I'm just going to repair it. Seems like a lot of repair just for one break, but it messed with the symmetry. And then I misjudged some of the symmetry. So it got way out of whack. I misjudged some of the repair to the symmetry. So instead of repairing it, I made it worse in some respects. How did I do that? I'm not sure exactly what I did. So to finish it out, I'm going to just crunch in everything. The Notch-O-Matic works, but on the Obsidian, it takes too long for me with my style. I don't want to take extra time. It works well for the pop-outs, unless there's a stall like I had and I got impatient with it. I didn't take an extra 5 minutes to set up the bottom of that notch, or however long it takes. I just filed it in quickly. It was still too strong of an edge, and it blew away, you know, quite a bit of the corner. Maybe I'll do an hour video just on notching, so I'll start and end the video with notching and take an entire hour to do the notches. I could do that one. It seems almost self-defeating, but for some people, taking an hour to get something done is better than taking 2 hours and getting nothing. So you know, because 2 hours, you get through one point almost and then break it, and you start another one, and another hour goes by and you finally get it done. Or just spend an hour on the first one, just on the notches, I mean. So start to finish on the first one, from a crude chunk to trying to get notches, breaking it, and then starting over again another hour. You might as well get the biface or the preform and then stop, and then start counting the time from that, another hour just for the notching. So maybe it's an hour and a half to get a point instead of 2 hours. It might be worth it. But Obsidian is so soft, and I think it's easy to notch. I wouldn't really bother too much with the Notch-O-Matic, especially in those little teeny points. But I tried to do something challenging because I knew it was going to blow away quite a bit. As I was experimenting, I was getting a lot of big, gigantic pop-outs. Okay, it's glove time. Flakes are distracting. All right. See, there's some crushing right there. And every time I pass that area, it crushes even more. So it's starting to get on my nerves. Okay. Somehow, when I'm working on the symmetry, I'm seeming not to symmetritize it. I think it's this being able to see the edges is the issue. Not being able to see the edges is the issue. Okay. I need to get it symmetrical before I start the notching, because I'll mess up the notching for sure. I gotta get rid of that crushing right there. Yeah, okay. Okay, I gotta stop doing that. One more drop onto the debitage and that'll be it. Technical difficulties with the tripod. Hold on. All right. Now, see, when I dropped it last time, I think I wiped this out right there. Yeah. That was lower last time I saw it. All right. That's it, right? I think they just broke off that barb last time I dropped it. Yeah. Okay. So again, I got to work on the symmetry, so another 30 minutes probably. Let's see. I'm being pessimistic, but yeah, that's a pain right there. Or I could have knocked that barb off as I was messing with the tripod. Yeah, symmetry again is it's not good. can't see. I don't know if it's me or if I keep breaking off that barb. I can't tell. I think I keep breaking off the barbs. There's no other explanation as to why I'm trying to approach the symmetry and it's not getting there. Yeah, I think I was breaking off the barbs with the gloves. That's got to be it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to make the ears on the base very delicate. See what I can do. Someone snuck by again. Okay. Almost there. Yeah, almost there. I just want to see how far I can go with this one. All right, let's see. Before it drives me up the wall. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I just want to push it to the limit, basically. See what I can do with it. I need to make a bunch more out of this material, a bunch of stuff out of this material. I want to see what the limits are. I'm finding that, you know, when it gets down to the nitty-gritty, it is very, very delicate. But to spall it down and to make a preform is pretty much a piece of cake. But when it gets down to the thinning and the edge work and the trying to maintain sharp barbs, it's very difficult. And to use the Notch-O-Matic on it is not something that's easy either. Not at this size. Easy to lose symmetry because you can blow away so much with just a little bitty flake. It seems like it won't do much to it, but you know, you take a flake off and you sit back and look at it and you go, man, that took off a lot. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Good enough. I couldn't see it very well either, so that's something I need to take into consideration when I'm doing more of this stuff. I plan on doing a lot more with Obsidian like this, so that's kind of why I force myself through it to the end. Alright, that's it.